What a stumbling block it can be to think that you shouldn't have the experience of depression. How much you can go through trying to get out of this. So let me start off with introducing myself. My name is Bodhi, and I have been on a spiritual quest since I was 21, where I woke up and I've been kind of chasing that ever since, in hindsight. Many lessons learned and experiences, and one of the challenges that I've had a lot is depression. So I've gone through depression since I was 14, was like the first time I recognized that I had depression. And then I didn't quite know that it was called that. And that same depression is what got me to intensely seek a way out when I was 21. So since then, many things have happened, and I've been running away from the truth of how I can feel sometimes and the patterns. And that sounds like, yeah, we should be doing that, shouldn't we? Going towards happiness and trying to organize our life so we live happily and all of that stuff. And yeah, that is true. But when what you want is true freedom, real, infinite freedom, absolute fulfillment, then seeking happiness doesn't quite cut it. You don't seem to quite find it on the outside. And through all my years of practice, experiences and learnings and the whole thing that we go through, I've come to see the immovable fact of depression in my life. And why I say immovable is because it's not for me to move. The same way that you can see this ocean behind me, it's not for me to make the waves. The birds chirping, it's not for me to make that happen. Anxiety, depression, things like this, they're part of the whole. And when you try, run away, and deny and resist these things, they get worse. What we resist persists. But when you include it in your life, you welcome it, you befriend it, then that suffering turns to grace and it starts opening up for you. You start learning how to move with it. You learn how to make wise decisions, and that might be taking something for it, seeking help from a psychotherapist, friends, family. Could be doing art to express it. There's many, many things. But that comes from a befriending. And this is not so easy. I get that. Just adjust this quick. There we go. That is not so easy. I know what it's like. The pain and the suffering can be immense. Me and my partner had a thing the other day and I was triggered and it felt like I could throw up. It was so painful. So I completely get it that we don't want to befriend that. And right now it might seem like a big thing, and it is, and this is why we practice. This is why we practice in our normal day-to-day when we're not triggered, not going through things. Because in that empty space, when those things do come up, we can practice responding and including that and opening our heart to those things. And that makes it much easier when you're out in the world and something happens. So the question to kind of stay with is, what if I didn't have to run from the way things are? What if I have exactly what I need to reach what I want? What if? Give it a go. What if just for a moment you just felt the feelings that you're feeling? That could be the heaviness, the numbness, the sadness, the pain, the anger. What if you close your eyes for a second and you just really felt it and said, just thank you for being here. Just tried it out. Thank you for being part of my curriculum here on earth. There's a lot that will come up with this. Remember, it's not just instantaneous things. We're not just trying to get to some state of boom, wake up and now you're out of this. It's an art. It's an ongoing. It's polishing with silk. So trying it out every moment. What happens if I bring my awareness to this? Aware of awareness. Essential, always coming back to this. What happens if I'm just aware of depression? What if I stop putting the struggle into trying to get away from it? What if I put that struggle into trying to be with it as if it was a good friend? Imagine your best friend or family or loved one or pet. Imagine that pet was depressed and you put your energy into being there for it and loving it and giving it space. That same thing. That fighting energy, that resistance comes from beliefs, thoughts, limiting ideas. The point is, you are vast, immense, infinite. What you feel is just a coming and going. When you resist it, you lock yourself into it as a person with depression. So let go. Let it be. Let yourself relax into grace, into that space. In another video, we can speak about heart and love and bringing your love to this. Helping it heal, because that is the end result of this process, not the end, one of the ends, that this depression will be healed. But really give yourself the gift of no longer needing to get away from these things. I listened to Adyashanti, a spiritual teacher, incredible being. And he just had to take, after 20 years of teaching, I think longer, he had to take 2 or 3 years off because he had a lot of pain that for about 17 years that was healed, but afterwards came up with a lot of trauma. And from what I've read, he was on anti-anxiety medication. And this is a incredible spiritual teacher. So what we are getting towards, this freedom, is not only feeling the good things, no bad things ever happening. It's the freedom to experience it all and remain in that freedom no matter what. Remain in that love. What else do you want? How boring would it be if it was only ever nice things? It's worth considering. Anyway, when you open up and you remain in awareness and love, you flow. Challenges are grace. They're gifts to open up deeper and love deeper and unravel the mysteries of life. Yeah, so this is something to think about. And I said with all respect, I know that depression and these things are very tough. So let me know in the comments below how it is for you. And like and subscribe if you want to support. Yeah, I wish you all the best. I'll see you next time.